welcome back to T2T Wrestling. My name is not Tim, and he's not Toya.
This is correct. I am Tim Isn't Nice.
Yep. I'm Toya the Mark.
Ain't nice.
Yay! Anyways. What's up, guys? We're back for part 2.
Yeah!
Or night 2.
Night 2.
Of
Man,
WrestleMania.
there's stuff happening today.
Yep. We start off night 2 with Triple H.
Yeah. His retirement... he actually did it really well. It was obviously his retirement speech, right?
Yes.
But at the same time, he almost didn't mention that. It was more like, well, I'm so happy that I can still be with you here at WrestleMania kind of thing. Putting other people... That was Triple H spending an entire speech that should be about himself, putting other people over. This is like... I feel like I'm taking crazy pills here. This is mirror.
Right?
This is the mirror universe.
Like, is this the same person?
Yeah.
Like, who is
also, amazing how popular this man is these days. The pop when he came out.
Oh man, it was like the whole song played twice.
Yeah,
The whole theme song.
I said on the video yesterday that the Undertaker's pop during the
Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Fame thing was by far the biggest of the entire thing, but Trips got close.
Really close.
Trips got close, man. I got vibes from back. You remember when he came back from that horrible quad injury back in 2002?
Yeah.
He had been missing the entire invasion angle, so it was like, you are pure and unsullied. We love you. And the building just blew the roof off. This made me feel like this. Yeah, gonna miss you, big guy. Always been Triple H have been one of my favorites for more than 20 years.
Oh yeah, definitely. Same.
Definitely gonna miss you, buddy. I'm sorry you couldn't have that very final
match
with what's his name, Seth, that we know you wanted. But hey, you got the kids, you got your wife, you got your job, and people love you more than they probably have throughout the rest of your career put together.
This is true.
To quote Twitter, thank you for everything, Triple H.
Exactly. Alright, well, let's move on to match number 1. So we got the Raw Tag Team Championships. RK Bros defended their belts against the Street Profits and the Alpha Academy. I would like to say the start, the middle, the finish was like how I wanted SmackDown Tag Teams to go. Because this is how you start WrestleMania.
Yep. This is how you start a WrestleMania match. This was awesome.
This was incredible.
That was excellent wrestling. The fact that it was a tornado match meant a lot. I have comments about that later in the evening. But the fact that this was a tornado team match just really made... I mean, again, we can't blame the SmackDown titles for being a weird match because it was obviously Rick Boogs' injury. We talked about that all day yesterday. But yeah, this is exactly how that should have been. Got the crowd fired up immediately. Just man, this was good. That Montez Ford jump to the outside over the turnbuckle, not even over the ropes.
Over the turnbuckle to the other wrestlers was like, whoa.
Yeah. Whoa! That was like, I mean, over the rope is one thing. To be honest, anyone, not that I could, of course, it's not that I'm saying anyone could do that, but any wrestler with a sort of decent athleticism these days can do an over the rope jump to the outside.
Yeah, that's one of those things that need to be learned.
Yeah. I mean, Drew McIntyre did it in his match yesterday.
Yes.
To start, so the big guys are doing it now. Big E, I think, is the only one who still insists on doing it between the ropes because that's his thing. But over the rope is one thing, but over the turnbuckle, that also means the stairs and the sort of, the pole that they tie the actual ropes to. And just over all of that and still landing on the guys downstairs. That was
incredible.
That was an amazing
very,
thing.
It's very high flyer, that's for sure.
Yeah. Also, I would really have loved. This is a sideline. Man, I'm still pissed that they got rid of Keith Lee. There's a lot of people I'm pissed they got rid of. Man, I would have loved to see Keith Lee versus Otis, because they're both like really big guys who can actually move.
Yeah. This is true.
Also, damn, just because he's such a tree trunk, when Otis does a pancake splash, it looks like it actually hurts.
I know, right? I was like, ouch.
Ow! Yeah.
Like, no, that don't look good. That looked like it hurt.
Got like a very, very big gentleman jumping on me. Yeah, no, that's
no
bad.
bueno.
Yeah, this was amazing. All three teams worked really well. They all got their moments to shine. They all showed teamwork. It wasn't just individual stuff. They all showed amazing teamwork. It was like, if we can do this on a regular basis, we can get the tag team division back working again. That would be
definitely.
amazing.
I mean, I like the flow of just everybody. It was just like you said. It was like a lot of good tag team, like a teamwork. It was like individual stuff and everything else, and then like Riddle arcading. Montez fell off that top rope. Yeah. I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah, there was a lot of basic setup into the spots. It wasn't just a spot fest. It was really, really, really good match. This was like probably my dark horse match of the evening.
Yeah, I can see that.
All things considered, and yeah, like you said, Riddle pulling an RKO out of nowhere.
That was just
as all proper RKOs, of course, need to be.
RKOs need to be out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, such as it is. Exactly. No, this was amazing. RK Bro retained, which wasn't what I thought would happen, but I'm happy with it. I know you did. You are the queen. I acknowledge you as the predictor.
Acknowledge me.
I am acknowledging you as the predictor. You are the best predictor of all times. You have held the predictor title for 588 days now.
Yes, thank you.
But yeah, no, this was usually I have that. If you want to see one match of the evening, go watch this one. This wasn't like this today. There were other matches today that was worth watching. But yeah, this one was. This was a good.
It was a good start. It was a good start. It was a good start to get you all hyped and just get ready for WrestleMania. Because you're gonna need it.
Day two was, how to put it, I think the word I'm looking for is uneven. Day one was generally average with some high spots. Day two was on and off. Let's just put it like that.
True.
Also, I guess we are going to have the Gable versus Gable feud now.
Oh yeah, because one of the
Gable Stevenson joined in and got into a match with Chad Gable. So I guess that's going to be a thing.
All the Gables.
All the Gables feud over who gets to have the Gable name. And I mean, Gable Stevenson is, I think he's one of the most dominant amateur wrestlers of all time. He won, what was it, 3 gold medals at the recent Olympics or something.
Yeah.
And then he immediately came out and signed with WWE, and it's just a matter of time. Now he's just training until he's ready to go in. It's quite obvious they are going to be making him the new Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Unquestionably. I think he can. I mean, if he can learn how to work the mic and actually learn how to perform a wrestling match, I am sure he will be good at it. But yeah, that's that one. But yeah, awesome match to start with, and then we move on to number 2.
Dun, 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 dun. Omos versus Bobby Lashley.
Yay!
Meat.
There was a lot of beef in that.
Beef, just all the meat.
All the meat that was clashing together, and
Omos is. I'm a vegetarian. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I only want some lentils, and instead I get 2 huge steaks.
No, sorry, you're getting the beef.
On the other hand, Omos is basically a vegetable. He's so green.
Yeah.
He's getting better. He can actually perform wrestling moves now. Like proper wrestling moves. He can even sell a few wrestling moves, but good lord, was this boring.
Agreed.
I'm sorry, it really was. No offense to Omos. I'm sure you will get there one day, dude. You are working hard. I know you are. No offense to Lashley. He's always been an amazing, like, technical and physical specimen. There's always been his personality that was the problem.
Two boring wrestlers fighting each
this
other.
Was just dull.
Yeah.
Dull.
I mean, this is a P-break match, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Since they had it, putting it there in the second match, right after they got the crowd hyped up, and before what came right after, probably a good idea, but good God, that match should have been fixed on a Raw. Especially considering what then happened at Raw yesterday for us. So that will be a couple of days ago for you guys when you watch it, where we might as well say MVP then betrayed Lashley and sided with Omos, and now that's a thing, I guess. They could have done that on Raw. They didn't need to make this into a WrestleMania match.
They really didn't, but they did. But whatever.
They did, so here we are. Lashley won. Omos' first defeat. Lashley is back with a vengeance, and we'll see where this goes.
Feud.
We will see where this goes. Definitely a feud, and we will see where this goes. Again, maybe it's not the worst thing for Otis to work with Lashley. It might not be as obvious.
I mean, it could also work too. Because now that he has MVP.
Oh, I'm sure
with Omos
with MVP is a good idea.
So I'm pretty sure it can be pretty good.
Just like Heyman was always the best of Brock Lesnar, so to speak. I'm sure MVP will be the best of Omos. I'm sure the man can be a great wrestler one day, but this is not that day. Aragon charges the Black Gate. Yeah, no more to that. Lashley won with a spear. It happened. It was a thing that happened.
Then you gave him a couple of spears, actually.
Whatever.
You gave him a spear to the kidney, and then a spear in the front, and then it was 1, 2, 3. Take that, you big old
Omos person.
Almost black person, giant thingy, whatever. Anyway.
I mean, I haven't seen someone that green, that size since Giant Gonzalez. Maybe they can have him. Even Great Khali had more wrestling skills, for God's sake.
I mean, you can't go wrong with the chop.
And Great Khali could do. I mean, Great Khali could do a chop and a headbutt. I'm not sure Omos can do either. Again, no offense to Omos. I'm overstating it.
All the offense, all of it.
All of the offense. I am so pissed at them firing Braun Strowman, possibly the best big guy since the heydays of the Giant, or Big Show, and then trying to slot Omos into his position instead, whose literally only skill in the ring is that he is very tall. Anyway, next match.
And
that would be
the most
celebrity feud of
the most silliest match of the night.
Yep. So much.
You got Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn and anything goes match.
This was
not meant to take me seriously.
No, this was not meant to be taken seriously. This was a Looney Tunes match.
I was laughing so much at this match and confused and what the hell is going on?
This could have been Porky Pig and Bugs Bunny.
Sure, pretty much.
Or maybe not Porky Pig. What's the other dude? Whatever. This could have been a Looney Tunes thing. And it was a bit weird.
This could be Daffy Duck versus Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, absolutely. And the strange thing is they didn't actually lean all that much into it. I mean, Sammy kept playing it as if it was a serious thing. But then they had giant mouse traps and robots to kick people in the groin.
And freaking big old head. I'm like, what is going on? And freaking Wee-Man, like.
Yes, there was like this huge giant hand on a pole that was knocking. Did you see Mark Henry's tweet at that?
No, I did not.
Okay, so he posted 2 pictures. One of them was of the hand knocking Sami Zayn out, and the other one was him and Mae Young in the hospital, and he was just like, "That's my boy." And I have to admit, I was laughing at that one.
That's funny.
we might have our thoughts on that whole thing, but okay, Mark, you win that one. Win that one. That was a good one.
That's actually pretty funny.
That really was funny. Wasn't it? This was a cartoon match. Like literally a table covered in
mouse traps,
and then a huge mouse trap. Like huge.
What is?
Mouse trap.
And then they had the whole the cast of Jackass come out.
Yeah,
and it was like,
Wee Man gave fucking a bloody. I'm sorry, Toya, you have to tell. I'm laughing too much at the memory.
Oh my god! What Wee Man gave him like a suplex or some crap.
Gave him a power slam. That's so weird.
It was so weird. It was just like, what is happening right now?
Like, I love this match so much.
It was so fun. It was so stupid. It was funny.
I know. I mean, honestly, I had my doubts about the Johnny Knoxville thing, because it's like, listen, the man can take a punch. God knows the man can take pain. But what are they going to do with it? If they had to do this at all, this was 100% the right way to go about it.
Well, I also like to give credit to Sami Zayn because...
Absolutely. He sold like a mofo all the way through.
He sold it, man. He sold it.
Not just the silly things that happened, but he sold this whole angle.
Yes.
God, he is
like,
so good.
If there was anybody better for Johnny Knoxville to work with,
I don't think so. Miz, maybe, but I don't think Miz could have functioned as well in the actual like cartoon elements of the thing.
So definitely
Sami is just better at that.
Oh, that one part where Sami Zayn was going up to the rope and then the fire fell up his ass. Like the pyro, I'm like, oh my god.
You have to go watch this match, guys. Like I said, it's a Looney Tunes.
It's so funny. It's like he got pinned in a mouse trap. And he was pinned in. I felt so bad because, like, if you ever got like put your finger in a mouse trap, that shit hurts.
Yeah.
I was like, ow! Look how I'm like, what does he have? It's a mouse trap. What the fuck?
All the way through. It was so glorious. I mean, again, I think Sami really enjoyed it as well, because remember yesterday I said how Kevin Owens had posted a picture. It was like, I am the winner of this thing. I got to fight Austin. He was standing with Sami. It's like Sami is the same. It's like, I'm the winner of this. And I really do think if Sami Zayn actually liked Jackass, I think this might have been just the match of its lifetime.
Right? Exactly. I mean, it was a great match. It was probably one of my favorite matches of the night. Even though it was silly and just goofy and just... I'm just like, what else he has in his bag of tricks? Because I'm just like, this is so good.
At the end, after the big hand and the crotch-kicking robot foot, I was like, okay, please tell me they're bringing out a bazooka with a boxing glove or something.
Like, what else?
The giant-sized mouse trap, that worked just as well.
That was so funny, but yeah.
Stupidly funny.
You want to tell me who won?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Obviously, Johnny Knoxville, clearly. As he should.
Right?
We know he would.
Oh gosh.
And I mean, the thing is, like I said, they played it super schizophrenic. The match started, Johnny Knoxville came to the ring, the match started, and the first thing that happens is that Sami Zayn just takes Johnny's head off with a haluva kick.
Yep.
Like, instantly.
Yep.
I hardly even know what happened. I was like, holy shit, Johnny's dead.
Oh, poor Johnny.
I
was like, yeah, this is gonna be a quick match.
Yeah, what the hell is it? And then it turned into the cartoon thing, and then Sammy got the upper hand for a while, and it again turned into a rather, serious match where a trained wrestler is beating on a rather skinny, middle-aged, bleached-haired man. And back to the cartoon thing. I love this so much. Anyway, we have to move on, and we can stay with this for the rest of the evening. But also, I think at the first the crowd didn't really know what to think of it, but at the end, man, were they fired up.
Yeah, they were.
They had lost a good bit of woo after the Omos Lashley disaster.
So
but
this
was
a very good start, calm them down, get them back up again.
Yeah, this was just like, oh yeah, now we're ready for this. This was glorious.
It was so good. Like if you can only see one match, this is a match to see.
That was a Mania match. That was a Mania wrestling match when it's at its most silly. This was not just straight out of the 80s. This was like something the 80s could have done on bloody steroids. It was so good.
It was so funny. It was great. But let's move on.
Let's move on. Yeah.
To the next match, we got the women's tag team matches. Carmella and Queen Selena defended their titles against the team of Liv and Rhea versus Natalya and Shayna versus Sasha and Naomi.
Sasha and Naomi. My first note of the match for the entrance of Rhea and Liv. Are those dominatrix outfits? And
yes.
If so, why? And my conclusion to that was, well, why not?
It's Liv.
Yeah. I mean, I actually like that.
And it's Rhea. She had the chains and stuff in her.
Yeah, I kind of like the look that both of them were sporting.
Oh, I liked it.
The whole thing. It was
I have no complaints.
Too much leather dominatrix.
Hey, there's never enough leather.
This is true. There's never enough leather.
You can never have enough
leather. Since you didn't really get a good look at Becky's butt yesterday, maybe you can get a good one here.
I had to get some.
We know Toya loves Becky's butt. That's a well-known fact at this point.
This is
also
true.
That Selena crown she came in with. It's like,
oh my gosh!
How tall was that thing?
Jesus, probably as tall as her.
Yeah.
And then Carmella came out with her I guess her wedding dress. No.
Yeah,
Madonna's like a virgin dress.
Yeah. And like a face protection mask, so her beautiful features won't be targeted.
She's the most beautiful woman in the world, guys.
Also, I love Corey Graves so much. I will say, I know I said this yesterday as well, but this was Corey at his very, very best.
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually have a problem with this match. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all, but I don't think it was good either. This match
was okay.
Yeah, this was okay. This match suffered from exactly what these kinds of tag team matches do when they are not played with tornado tag team rules. The fact that there can still only be 2 people legal in the ring at the time means that you have to tag in and out other teams, and a lot of it just doesn't make any logical sense on how to do it. I know why they're doing it. It's because it's fairly easy to. It's a lot easier to script and sort of plan for than a tornado match where everyone is in the ring at the same time, especially if there's 8 people. But they really, really need to start doing these multi team tag matches as just pure tornado stuff. You saw during the men's tag team just how good that can be. And this one was, again...
I would have liked it to be that way, but
yeah,
because I think it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, this was weird. We basically didn't see Natalya and Shayna for most of the match,
right? Until towards the end. It's
they just weren't in focus. They didn't get a chance to do. They might as well not just have been there. honestly.
Really?
I know. They get a Mania payday. I mean, I know I keep saying that, by the way, to our beloved audience. What I mean by that is, I literally mean that appearing on Mania gives you like the biggest single paycheck of the year. This is why a lot of superstars don't actually mind. Someone like Chavo didn't have a problem with coming into. It's the same with Royal Rumble. It's not quite up to Mania. But this is why someone like Chavo didn't have a problem coming into like the Rumble and being eliminated after 7 seconds. Just being on TV at one of the 4 major pay-per-views gives you like a huge paycheck.
Right.
So I guess that's a thing. I just don't understand why this had to be a 4-way dance when we didn't see one of the teams for like 90% of the fight.
Yeah,
At all.
it was kind of odd and just like wasn't really worth it. But here we are.
Here we are. But yeah, it was okay, but it was no more. It was no more than that. Let's just put it like that. Sasha and Naomi won, which they should.
Yay!
By the way, yay! We acknowledge us as predictors. I think there was only one match we really didn't get this time. Otherwise, I think we were more or less spot on based on what we knew.
Yeah. Well, we knew that they were gonna retain.
Yeah, well, of course.
Also, like
still.
the next night on Monday, did you see like some? I saw like some of the highlights. I guess they were supposed to fight. Carmella and Selena were supposed to fight somebody, and then Selena was basically telling
Yeah,
Carmella
they split up.
they
They split
split
up and
up,
had
or,
a thing.
and then it ended weird because it ended up with Carmella making out with Corey, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, that was
why?
super. At the end of this match, after Sasha and Naomi had won, again, good decision.
Yes.
Um,
I can't wait to
Corey
see what they're
starts
gonna
talk.
do.
Corey starts talking about them now, counting on the winners person, them now being bankrupt and can't afford the wedding, and I was like, is this gonna be a thing now?
I
Are they
hope
gonna be
not.
doing like a broke Mac Hardy or a broken Baron Corbin
I hope
thing
not.
now?
I
I
hope.
hope
I
not. We've
hope
seen
not.
that.
God,
That was
don't do it,
weird.
WWE, please.
Yeah, but again, fine match. Not good. Not
It was okay. It was like
so average. It was okay.
It was like one of those matches where you're just like,
Yeah.
okay, let's just relax.
Yeah, this was the thing. It wasn't a P match, but it was a you can chat with the person standing next to you while it's going on match.
It was a good match to ease you into
Um,
the next match, which we'll talk about right
oh
now. So we
yeah.
got the next match. We got AJ Styles versus Edge.
Edge entrance was freaking amazing.
As always.
I knew he wouldn't come into
Here's
his
the thing, like
usual.
you want to talk about, like, no, I don't mean to cut you off or anything, but like when we talk about
Uh-huh.
entrance and stuff like that, you know, like in WrestleMania, there's always like big entrance and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
There wasn't really that big of interest
No.
this year.
No, there wasn't. I mean, there was the marching
Yeah,
band.
there was Sasha was the car, and then Edge was this, but it was kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, there wasn't like the big over the top thing like Triple H in the old days coming out as the King of Kings to
Right, or like
whatever,
John
or
Cena with the trying to move the car and the gangster, something like that.
yeah,
You know,
or Undertaker with his 9 million druids or
right?
whatever. No, it wasn't that over. What was over the top was the outfits, which was insane this year.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, we knew Edge wouldn't come out with his usual entry music, the hero, because he's obviously using the old Brood music now that he's a heel again. But man, that looked good.
Oh,
Him
it looks
coming up on that
amazing.
throne,
It was
his
it was amazing. Kind of gave me
looked
that
awesome.
freaking Alistair kind of
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah,
too.
exactly. Yeah. Also, that's another guy that shouldn't have let go.
Yep.
Anyway, that we have plenty. We have said plenty on that one over the years. Or over the year. Yeah. This is also how you build tension early in a match. The first
Yes.
3 minutes was basically them just doing reversals and avoiding each other, landing like one small solid hit there, and then back to it.
Yes. Pretty
Also,
much.
there was a moment relatively early where Edge had Styles in some sort of Edge had Styles in some sort of submission out near the ropes, and Styles got his hands on the ropes, and instead of breaking or anything, Edge just grabbed his hands, tore them off the rope, and just went straight back to what he was doing. Um, I I don't know why I love that so much. Probably because it's one of those things I've always said. Why don't more wrestlers actually just do that?
Yeah.
I mean, just yoink, get the hands off that damn thing and get back in my submission move.
Like, just get over here, dang it.
Yeah, this is another one of those matches where I stopped writing. Where for the first like 2/3, I forgot to write notes because I was just so invested
Yeah,
in the
this
thing.
this is definitely one of those matches where I'm just like, I have to watch this again and take notes a second time
Yeah,
because I want to just enjoy this.
again, towards the end, we had a little too much that I complained about yesterday about them just lying down. I know they're hurt. They need to sell that. They could have gotten up like 5 seconds earlier in each case to keep fighting. That's when I started taking notes again because the pace just dropped. But the storytelling in match, just their technical and just the skills of these two working together. This match really was everything I think we wanted it to be.
True.
That Styles clash kick out. Styles got Edge in a kick out. Oh, in the Styles clash, and Edge kicked out at like 2 and
Like, very close.
already hit the ground.
Not exactly 3, but
Like
three.
I don't think I have ever seen like someone time it better. It was legitimately within a microsecond of the hand hitting the ground again. It was so good, and the way he did it, it wasn't like he kicked off or jumped up. He just literally like just sort of shifted his shoulder to get it off. It was super well done.
Oh, definitely. I liked it. I
The
enjoyed it.
I loved everything about this match.
And there's like
I really did.
one point where Styles was going up on the ropes, and
Yeah.
then what happened to him? Tell him what happened to him.
I don't know because I don't know what part of Styles going to the ropes you're talking about.
The
Are we at the
end.
very end now?
Yes.
Okay, Styles are going onto the rope, and then suddenly there is Damian Priest standing at ringside,
Just standing
staring
there.
at him,
Just staring at him. Just standing.
staring at him, standing there, and Styles got distracted, and Edge takes him down. Edge takes him down and hits him
with a spear in midair.
Midair for the win. That is not the first time. I think Styles has lost like 3 matches to Roman, trying to go for a phenomenal forearm or something, and being hit with a spear in midair. That's sort of his thing
poor
now.
AJ's stomach.
At first, I was actually surprised because I had really thought they would let Styles take this one to move up to challenge Roman. But thinking about it, there had been sort of rumors they were going to build a new heel stable around Edge. Like a real heel stable, like in the good old days, like the Four Horsemen or something. And Priest is obviously part of that now, and Edge and Priest will be good together.
Yes.
Give Edge like Damian Priest and 2 more of the same caliber.
Who do you,
and I think we have another.
Who do you
like
think could be in there? Like,
I don't know. The thing is, based on the fact that he lost the NXT title again on Raw, I kind of really wanted to be Ziggler and Rude because I think they could be good at it.
yeah,
Both of them are really
I
good
can
at
see
things.
that.
And
I can see them in it.
I could see like a full Four Horsemen style. The thing about the Four Horsemen in the old days, guys, for those of you not too old to remember, like when or too young to remember when they were in their prime, not the mid '90s version, but the one in their prime. Everyone in the Four Horsemen was like dominant at what they were doing. Yes, Ric Flair was the ultimate superstar because it's Ric Flair, but Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson, everyone who was there, Flying Brian Pillman, they were all like, it wasn't until the mid '90s that they started bringing in people that sort of had to be carried by the rest of the team. It was always really, really good, dominant, solid superstars alongside Ric Flair. It's the same thing with Evolution back in the day. Amusingly enough, again, Ric Flair, but Ric Flair, Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton. Yes, I know Batista and Randy Orton were being built up, but they were still. Everyone knew Randy was going to be something big, and Batista was big and turned out to be, a lot better than I think anyone has suspected. I think this can be the same. I don't know who else it would be. It could be whoever. But I really like to see it with the Dirty Dogs because I really do think we have like an Evolution Four Horsemen kind of thing that could be so good and work so well.
Agreed.
But yeah, Edge won.
Yay, Edge won.
I hadn't expected that, but
yeah,
I'm
I didn't
okay with
expect
it.
I think it's. I mean, to continue on with this feud thing, yeah, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. Especially the feud will continue, and of course, Edge will build up his stable and probably win the feud, and we'll see where this goes. So far, so good.
So far, so good. So let's move on to the next match, shall we? Go to a couple.
This was not so good.
This was interesting.
This was certainly a thing. Anyway, what we have now.
It was short.
It was so weird. Okay, anyway,
we gotta tell them first.
Sorry, what we have was Sheamus and Ridge with the last guy whose name eludes me.
Butch
versus the New Day.
Without Big E.
Without Big E, obviously. And the New Day came out in basically Big E's championship outfit. And then they got squashed in 2 minutes flat.
Yep.
What even was this match?
I don't know.
I was like, again, did we get another injury again? Did we get an injury like the Nakamura Books Uso thing? What was the point of this?
Yeah,
I don't think this match lasted 5 minutes.
It was very short, guys. Like, don't blink your eyes.
The New Day did get some offense in. It wasn't like it was just one hit and then it was over.
It might as well be.
But I was like, okay, so this match is going to start now, right? No, it's right over. Straight up. New Day just got absolutely bloody squashed. And nothing more was said about it. I'm legitimately baffled at what this was what this was even meant to do.
I mean, it's like, I don't know if they're just made it short because they actually want to do something with all 6 guys or something. Maybe. Or like, or what. I guess, or making this other team make it seem like they're just such badasses, and like, I don't know. I was just so confused. I was just like,
I could see this if they wanted to build up Sheamus and Ridge or Sheamus's faction, but you don't. They're already built up. It's Sheamus, for God's sake.
Right.
I mean, why are they constantly what did the New Day do? Like pee on Vince's potato and sausage?
Yes.
They've been squashed like every. When was the last time they weren't just squashed when they appeared on a major pay-per-view?
It's been a while.
I don't understand this. I guess Usos are the new. They're still one of the most popular teams in the company, but I guess they're not allowed to be. This was. I don't have anything to say to this.
Obviously.
My notes are.
What the fuck?
My notes are 2 lines. Okay then, and did we have another injury? What even was that? That's all the notes I have for this because there wasn't time for anything else. It was over that quickly. I guess the only positive thing to say about it is that we were right about who was going to win. I just thought it would be after an actual match.
Right.
Anyway, onwards and upwards.
Alright, guys, next match. We got Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory with Vince McMahon on his side, which is me and Kim were talking about that earlier. It was just weird.
My first note is I still don't understand why even this match is a thing. I do now, so I'll leave that out. But this will come later. Now I understand entirely why this match was a thing, but it's
At the
still
time, we
very.
didn't know it was just weird.
At the time, it was very confusing, but the crowd actually seemed to be somewhat into it.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad
It
match.
wasn't a bad match at all. I mean, just like Logan Paul, McAfee is an old athlete. He can do a lot of stuff. He can't wrestle, but he can do a lot of wrestling moves. So I mean, it wasn't horrible. Austin Theory carried him well enough. Also Theory is playing a very good like old school smug heel, like
Yes,
the Ric Flair
definitely.
style. I was
Definitely.
almost waiting for him to like heel down and no, don't hit me, please, kind of thing.
Dude,
That Rick
woo!
because he's really doing that one very very well. Again, I'm not saying Austin Theory is bad. By the way, I'm looking forward to seeing what Theory can do. My only issue with Austin Theory is he's like to be completely out of Vince's usual style of who he like takes on as his own proteges.
Maybe he sees something special in him.
Maybe he does.
Maybe he
I
can
mean,
build him up to be a meaty man.
a meaty, sweaty man, yes. But yeah, I mean, McAfee was doing fine based on what he can do. Like I said, he can absolutely do moves. He can't string them together to an actual match, but why would he be able to do that? But he did fine. He's athletic. Give him a couple of months in the training center, he could be good, but I don't think he is going to. Theory is good. It was fine. It was a match. At the end, McAfee took the win. Good.
What?
Fine. Shocking, I know. And I was like, okay, sure.
So this
So
is
this
it.
is going to be a thing.
So you know,
And
then Pat's over here
then,
on the ropes, like yeah, and then he starts talking crap to Vince McMahon. And I was like,
yeah.
okay, where's this going?
Okay, where's this going?
Where are we going with this?
And then Vince T's taking his suit jacket off, and I was like, no.
I was like, nah, no. He
Vince
played.
actually took his jacket off.
I'm like, again, no, still joke, no.
And then Vince took his shirt off and had his wrestling gear on.
I'm like,
no.
Vince,
you're
like someone,
years old.
like I was like, no, Austin Theory probably will kick his ass, and then they had the refs. I'm like, what? Why are there a ref? Why do we have a ref in the ring? What's happening right now? What? No. Why is he here? Like, why is there a ref?
That led straight into Vince McMahon versus Pat McAfee as an official match of WrestleMania 38.
Yes, and Vince McMahon hasn't fought in a decade, I guess.
Listen, Vince is still, for 74. Vince looks amazing.
Yes,
but you can really see he is 74 and not 60 anymore. And I was like, Vince, you're going to hurt yourself.
Right, you're going to hurt something.
I was like, I have in my notes, Vince, I know what I have said, but I don't actually want you to die. Please take care of yourself.
Like,
I don't want you to die in the ring to entertain me.
I was like, yeah. I want you to retire. And that's it. Yeah, right. I was like, Vince, what the fuck are you doing?
Listen, retire, play with your grandchildren, make sporadic appearances. It's fine. It's good. I don't actually want you to die in the ring. And the thing is, again, Vince actually used to be pretty good. He's always been into the bodybuilding things. He's always looked amazing when he takes off that suit. He's 74, guys.
I mean,
even
not bad.
Do it so and so long.
He don't look bad.
No.
But yeah.
Anyway, Vince then won through.
Obviously, he's Vince. Basically. Of course, he's gonna win.
Of course he wins. So Vince beat. So Pat McAfee is no longer undefeated at WrestleMania. He is 1-1.
Yep, 1-1.
Beating Austin Theory, but losing to Vince McMahon. And again, at this point, I was like, did you just put this thing together as a sop to your ego, Vince? What is going on? Because no, that's not Vince. I mean, well, yes, it is, but that was Vince 20 years ago. That's not Vince McMahon these days. You didn't just do that to get a cheap pop.
Oh no.
What is going on?
Oh no, but then the good part comes in. And there's even a
then
bigger
the
pop!
sound of crushing
Glass. And here comes Stone Cold Steve Austin. I was like, to see Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon in the ring together, oh my god, take me back to 1990s, take me back to the Attitude Era, take me back to my childhood. I'm like, yes, I am loving all of this right now.
I wrote on my note. So this whole match, this whole month-long stupid feud between Austin Theory and Pat McAfee been going on basically since freaking Rumble. This whole stupid thing was nothing more than a setup to get Vince and Austin in the ring together.
Hey, I'm for it.
This is the most Attitude Era thing I have seen since probably before the Attitude Era.
I am for it. I was loving everything about this. This was great. I was like, oh man, take me back to my kidhood. Like, yes, please.
Yeah, I am a teenager again.
Right.
Watching wrestling at 3 a.m. in the morning on some weird English channel, streaming it live when my parents thought I was asleep and I had school the next day. That was me.
Yeah, that was great.
Right
just to see that moment and I had like the whole
beer. I mean, even now, when Austin's music hit, Vince still looks as shocked as he always did whenever it happened.
Right, every time he just looks like had that look where I'm like, oh god, not him.
Oh god, not him. Like, Vince, this is not the first time this has happened. You cannot be surprised anymore.
Oh my god, that was just huge, man. The crowd was so hyped, man.
It was so
It was so good. I mean, even with everything that happened afterwards, it was still so good.
The thing is, Austin then gets in the two Austins then get into a bit kerfuffle, and the real Austin, Stone Cold, gives Austin Theory the stunner, because of course he does. And then he brings out a beer and have a beer with Vince. I was like, okay, I see where this is going, and quite right. He kicks Vince in the gut and is going to give him a stunner, and Vince absolutely fluffs it.
Yeah. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like this. Is like, wait a minute, I'm 74. I don't know if I can take this stunner. Maybe we should do this.
Instead of taking the stunner, he like backs into the corner and bends over, and Stone Cold is just following him over and getting him back on his feet so he can
get the stunner on him. So bad, but it was so good. Funny. It was so funny. Oh my gosh.
Listen. The whole thing was really fluffed, and Austin Theory oversold the stunner like The Rock would have been proud of.
Yes.
Like Rock and Shawn Michaels put together. But even at 74, damn if Vince can't take a stunner these days.
Right? Good for you, Vince. Good for you.
Yeah, he really can take a stunner still. That was so, like I said, my last note, this is the most Attitude Era thing I've seen in 25 years, and I love it to bits. It's so dumb.
Yeah, Stone Cold stunned. He also stunned fucking Pat too, right after you have to celebrate. Like,
yeah.
We just gave everybody stunners.
I mean, it's Austin, right? That's how it is. We have been talking for ages about why even is this match, and that was all to set up this moment of.
Man, it was a good thing because
it was awesome.
It was great. It was probably the best moment. Probably the best moment.
This wouldn't have worked at any other pay-per-view, but at a Mania,
yeah, definitely. Definitely. Good. It's something that we needed because we gotta go to the next match. Everybody take a deep breath.
The main event.
We got the main match
in
of all
history.
Spectacular and spontaneous, or whatever the fuck the word I've been using all
the match we've been waiting for
ever decades. You've never seen a match like this ever, guys, ever.
Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns 7.
Winner takes all. This is the first time we've ever seen it. Winner takes all.
This is true. We haven't seen a winner takes all so
at
far.
WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania, no. Okay. So yeah, that's.
I'll give you the highlights of this match. Okay,
I didn't watch all the match through. I watched like half. As predicted. I'm gonna
talk
about it.
I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, we got a finisher, a suplex, a finisher, a suplex, a submission, a finisher, pin. There, I did it.
Good. That was more or less how I expected the match to go.
That's how it went.
The main event of a 2-day match title unifying WrestleMania pay-per-view. 12 minutes and 43 seconds.
12 minutes.
12 minutes and 43 seconds. The greatest match. Now listen, I know that the real greatest match in WrestleMania history wasn't longer than that. It was actually shorter. But that was Hulk Hogan on his top and Andre the fucking Giant. No offense to Brock and Roman. You are not Hogan and Andre the Giant in 1987. You're just not. Sorry. Like, that's just a fact. Again, you're great at what you're doing. You are great names these days, but that was... I gave up halfway through. After the 5th, beer suplex, Superman punch, whatever combo in 4 minutes, I was like, no.
Finisher, submission. It was like reverse. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I can't.
I was just like, dude, just end it already.
Yeah. It was a 12-minute and 43 match. It would have been better if it would have been 4 minutes and 43 seconds.
It'd been better at 43 seconds.
Yeah. It was please, WWE, never.
Okay, we acknowledge.
Ever.
We acknowledge.
Let those two fight again.
We acknowledge. Obviously he won because clearly, because duh. So we acknowledge him. We acknowledge him. Look, I will put his picture somewhere on the corner, and it will remain there, and we'll be acknowledging him through this whole long video. Just please. Now that we acknowledged him, can he go away now?
Yes.
There's no, please put
end
it.
End.
I mean, this.
Again, first of all, promise me I will pay for every pay-per-view in 20 years after I'm dead. I will make a trust fund to pay for every pay-per-view 100 years after I'm dead if you promise me never to let Brock and Roman have a match again. Please, I am begging you. Secondly, just make Roman stop being the champion. We know it. We're acknowledging him. Everyone is acknowledging him. The greatest ever, the most prominent. Just
stop it.
The story. There's no story left.
There's there's none. You done. Me and Tim said, we're over acknowledged, okay?
Yeah.
Over acknowledged him. There's no other storyline that you could possibly put. Maybe you put him with Cody Rhodes or something. I don't know.
But even that, what would be
the outcome?
Where's the story?
Where's the storyline? He's beaten everybody except for Seth.
He even beat Seth. He did beat Seth.
No, he didn't. He got disqualified.
Okay, fair enough. But I mean, Cody is literally the only person left on the roster he hadn't beaten right now. There is nothing left. So he's going to face Drew McIntyre now, probably, and maybe Drew will take it from him. But even then, so what? Where is the emotional payoff in any other way than
the thing that needs to happen? This is what needs to happen. Okay, he needs to start losing.
Yeah.
Not necessarily for the belt, but just losing matches.
Yeah. He needs to start not being Brock Roman Lesnar.
Right, exactly.
That's what he needs to fucking
He needs
do.
to get out of his quote-unquote God mode, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, even John Cena didn't lose so much. Even back in Hogan's day, he actually lost matches, guys.
Yeah.
It was all non-title matches, of course. It was setting, and again, the 80s was a different era. It just doesn't work today. Especially because, as much as I hate to say it, Roman is a heel.
Yeah.
The heel have to lose sometime.
Exactly.
That's the point.
I mean, it's like totally different if he was a face and he's like, oh, can you
Like I said, 583 days. Do you know what else kinda lost its luster after 583 days? That was the original NWO.
Yeah.
That also started about after a year and 9 months, a year and almost 2 years. That was also when that started being like, okay, can you lose just
just lose
sometime?
sometimes. I mean, like I said, he had that one loss, but it's not like a really loss because it was just a disqualification.
Yeah, and he beat the snot out of Seth, and
Right.
after that was just gone. And then he had like a clean victory over him just like 3 weeks ago.
Right. So it's like like he needs to lose. He needs to lose.
He really needs to lose. And again, this is when you could then have the storyline. I've said it before. Roman loses. Maybe the Usos don't lose. And then suddenly Roman has to deal with that. Maybe he is not, indestructible. Then he has to chase. Try to be the tribal chief, the head of the table, the acknowledged one, while chasing the title. There's no story left with Roman as the heel champion. There is not a single story you can tell because again,
I think
like I said,
they
next
kind
time
of
it's
screwed it
Drew.
up. They kind of
We've
screwed up this.
seen that. Yeah, they really did screw it up. Unless you are literally bringing back the Rock. I mean, I know what they're building for. They're building for the Rock at SummerSlam. But again, who cares? Rock is not going to beat him either.
Right.
And you can have Roman versus Rock at SummerSlam. Doesn't have to be for the titles.
True.
Yeah. Again, a couple of months ago, like 6 months ago, I was like, I'm surprised at the amount of people who really want to see Brock versus Roman still, and who are really impressed with Roman as the champion. I think that's over.
I think
I really think it's over. And I really think people have seen what Tori and I have been talking about for.
I don't know why they don't listen to us. God dang, man.
Yeah, about nine. I mean, Roman should have lost the title to Edge last year at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Simple as that. He should have won it. He could have won it back then. Probably should have won it back, but he should have lost the title at Mania or at SummerSlam, or at the very least, he should have lost the title to Demon Balor at Vengeance. Just because, again, Demon has never lost a match, so they're feeding him to Roman because, of course, they are. And again, what story is left now? Roman will be challenged by another one who will come in and get beat. There is nothing left. Nothing.
All right, guys. That's
it. I'm
because I have to stop Tim, otherwise he will just keep going. Anyways, guys, that is all for now. It is Thursday, so Tim will be streaming. Obviously, as you know, that I started playing a new game, so that'll come out later on today.
That was awesome.
Yeah. So, and also, I think that's it. Anyways.
I think we'll be doing a. I think Tori already said this on the video on Tuesday, but in case you missed that one, how the hell did you dare miss that one? But we're going to do a friendly fire coming up as soon as we can make this stupid game actually work.
Yes.
But we will do a friendly fire within the next couple of weeks with any luck.
Yes. So, anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching as always. We will see you guys. Well, I will see you guys. Hopefully, you watch my video later on today.
I'll see you guys. And I'll see you guys in about an hour or so, probably.
Whenever I put this out. I don't know. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.